Oh, he's going to want us to take him somewhere. Is that pavlova? Oh, nice. Where's Anders' house? I don't know where Anders' house is. Oh, I know it. It's right up the end there. Hey, Timnus. How you doing, buddy?
I had a friend like you once. Got in all kinds of trouble. Dragged me along. Didn't think I'd be doing that again. I got a bit weighty the last time we talked. Sorry for putting that on you.
You can tell me anything.
Anything? Be careful what you offer. I hope I didn't seem too selfish when I told you about justice. I didn't know what would happen. I figured a willing host, a friend. It had to be better than playing the demon and haunting some corpse.
I still can't believe he merged with Justice.
We can't always predict the outcome of our actions. We can only make them with a true heart.
Well, under that scruffy exterior, I think you've got a bit of a soft heart yourself. I'm sorry, I shouldn't presume. We've hardly met and I feel like I know you. Am I making you uncomfortable?
Yes.
I don't want you thinking about me that way.
Everyone wants to control my thoughts. Fine. I hear you. Strictly professional.
Quest complete. Okay. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. I thought he was going to make us actually use him in a big long thing, which he might if we give him one of the love interest options. He might be like, "Okay, cool, let's go do a quest, and you're taking me along," and I'd be like, "But I don't want to bring you." Surely there's room? Maybe there's room. But not for him in our party. Okay, so now we have to choose. Mrs. Panz wouldn't approve of me chatting up rogue mages in dark alleyways anyway. Well, we won't tell her what we did with the the male elf prostitute in the brothel then, just because he had a quest marker over his head. Enemies among us. Gallows Courtyard. I think the best part of that was we're like, you know what, we've got some spare time. Bethany steps forward. She's like, "Not while I'm here." You know, and our dude, without even changing his super bland expression, just goes, "Run away now and go play with something, Bethany," or like something like. It was just the best reaction.
Do you know a recruit named Karen? His sister is looking for him.
We cannot speak to you, Messer.
Oh, good. We'll just be leaving then. To go somewhere that isn't the gallows.
To the void with that. Karen and the others are missing.
But our orders...
The Knights aren't doing anything to find them. Maybe it's time to ask for outside help.
Helps Panz. Hawke has a perma-stoner face. Dude, he does, right? He's just looking for the next hit.
I wasn't even certain Karen was missing. Who else is gone?
The first one's disappeared weeks ago.
You reckon it's edible?
There's been at least half a dozen. Wilmot and Karen were the most recent.
Why must you keep silent about Karen?
You obviously aren't a Templar, Messer.
Or it's a dream?
No. No Templars in this family.
A Knight Lieutenant gives you an order and you obey, without question. They told us not to breathe a word about Karen and the others.
They must have their reasons.
And that'll be a great comfort if you go missing next.
Yeah.
You can trust me. I'm only trying to keep Karen safe.
I hear that Knight Commander Meredith has some new initiation you have to go through. If you're not strong enough or fervent enough in belief, you don't make it out alive.
Her own people. That's horrible.
And you honestly believe that?
Recruits keep going missing.
Wilmot came back.
What?
He did. I saw him this morning.
What else do you know about the initiation?
You hear about some... questionable things that the Order must do these days. The Knight Commander only wants Templars that can do... what must be done.
Andraste alive. She's killing recruits that might question her orders, isn't she?
That's rubbish. She wouldn't do that.
Wow.
If Wilmot came back, he might know more about the other missing recruits.
I bet he would.
Wilmot told me he
That's
was going
somewhat
outside
similar to
Kirkwall.
that quest line
Clear
in
his head, he
Greedfall.
said.
Why
Where they
didn't you
had
tell us this?
the secret
Knight Captain Cullen ordered
army
it,
section.
right before he chased after Wilmot. That wasn't too long ago. If you hurry, you may catch them on the road.
And it was about, like... you know, they were getting them all to turn on each other under the impression of if you try to turn against us, we'll get at you. So everyone obeyed in fear that anyone was always watching. I remembered you don't get battle buff when you log in. So you got to rebuff everyone, otherwise your first fight you're all standing around buffing the first couple seconds. I think I want the high ground. Nope, everyone's dead. Doesn't matter. We're getting ambushed. It feels like a setup.
Andraste be my witness, Wilmot. I will have the truth from you now!
Mercy, sir. Mercy.
Were it that easy?
Don't hit me.
I will know where you're going, and I will know now!
Don't you lay another hand on that boy.
It's the Knight Captain. Don't.
This is Templar business, stranger.
You have struck me the last time, you pathetic human. To me!
Oh.
Maker preserve us.
Have you ever thought of not beating your abomination hosted Templars? You know, just curious. Is he wanting defense? You're a knight captain. Do your own work. I'm just thinking, surely there's not going to be a second wave of abominations, and they're not going to come from behind, are they? And then all of a sudden one spawns in front of us. Okay, let's... What is that? Oh, is that a, it's a rage demon? Rage demon, come on, quickly. Good. Oh.
I think we need to try something else.
Defend me!
You gotta capture it with your name.
Why is Wilmot Knight Commander? Why are you so bad? Oh.
Make it go!
Line them up for me. I'll take them down.
I knew he was involved in something sinister.
No, you just beat a demon into him.
But this... Is it even possible?
Do you think he was possessed?
Normally, we only worry that mages will fall victim to possession. I have heard of blood mages or demons in solid form who could summon others into unwilling hosts. I'd not thought one of our own would be susceptible.
You shouldn't have been out here alone with him.
I am Knight Captain Cullen. I thank you for your
Knight
assistance.
Commander? Kind of.
I've been conducting an investigation of some of our recruits who have gone missing. Wilmot was the first to return. I had hoped to confront him quietly, out of sight.
Ah, yeah, in Origins, yep.
I was trying to find another recruit, a friend of Wilmot's. Do you know
He's
where
the
Karen
one
is?
that makes you choose whether
He
you're going to
also
side with the
disappeared.
mages or not.
They were last
isn't
seen
he?
together at the Blooming Rose. But I had no luck interrogating the, young ladies there. I doubt they know anything of magic or demons.
I'll speak with them. You never know how much you can learn from pillow talk.
The Order would truly be in your debt if you helped us with this. No one at the
He was a bit
brothel
upset
will
with it.
speak with me for fear I would shut them down for serving our recruits. If you learn what manner of creature did this to Wilmot, please come tell me in the gallows. I will ensure you are rewarded.
Another one for me! How many have you gotten, Hawke?
Double check what you're doing. Go to the brothel in Hightown after sundown. If we must. Oh, maybe if we control Bethany in the brothel. The game is making us. You know?
Why, hello there. Remember me?
Yeah, you're the elf
You
that had a
still
thing
owe
for
me
us.
from what you gave to that urchin. Since you've done so well for yourself.
We can work this out.
You're right. I probably could pay you back.
Too late. I intend to take what you owe. With interest.
Oh, that's a shame. I liked you. I really did. And now you're dead.
Make her take.
Oh, the reinforcements are here. How sweet.
That's enough out of you!
Don't get full of yourself.
Oh, yeah, and she got bursted down pretty quickly there. Careful of my cooldowns, love.
Keep moving. I'd rather not be mistaken for a client of the Rose, thank you.
Oh, we're going inside, Evelyn.
Two meads and a dwarven ale.
Do you need something, honey?
Are you one of the girls?
You don't work here, do you? With the customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart. Is there something you want?
That is a terrible thing to say. Like, we've just walked in and be like, you don't actually work here, do you? Like, what is... That's not what it says, right? It's just like a question, are you one of the girls? You know, and he comes out with this negative, like, this is what he says.
You don't work here, do you? With the customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart.
He's quite
there
attractive.
Something you want?
Like the game, like, like you could have looked at the other one, like, you work here, wow, with one of the girls, you know, but no.
You don't work here, do you? With the customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart. Is there something you want?
That's just terrible. Oh my god. That's pretty much it, Mr. TNT. Like,
you don't
you
work
are
here,
too ugly to be a working
with
girl.
The customers?
You're no prize yourself, sweetheart.
And she's not. That's the thing. She's
Is
not.
there something you want?
Know, apart from the fact that she's, you know, clearly
you don't work here, do you?
A CRPG,
with the customers?
like a CGI
You're no
model.
prize yourself, sweetheart.
Quite attractive.
Is
Why not?
there something you want?
Okay, that's terrible.
A couple of Templar recruits went missing. They were last seen here.
You'll have to be more specific. We do a lot of business with the Templars.
Perhaps a few coins can loosen your lips.
Are you trying to bribe me? You know,
a few
not all
coins
the
to
girls
loosen her
here are
lip
for
is what she
sale.
does for a living.
I'm going to pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah, I should have realized that. Like, that's just paying her to do a job. Like,
We have a lot of missing Templars. If we don't act quickly, we may only find corpses.
Now, no need to get all dramatic on me. Let me look through the books. Wilmot, Karen... Here we go. Wilmot came in here a lot. You sure he had time to be a Templar? The both of them last saw Iduna, the exotic wonder from the east.
That's quite the stage name.
It sounds better than the tramp from Darktown. You should hear what some of the others are called.
Is there anything else you can tell me?
Honey, I could write volumes on the things I know. Unless you want Wilmot's favorite position, I think you have what you need.
I mean,
You didn't hear any of this from me.
out of curiosity.
We clear?
Oh, the sass was great. Yeah.
Cora and Catriona.
You don't work here, do you?
horrible.
Like I said, we
Can you
never
stop
talked.
them?
With the customers.
If they want to waste their time, Felderen, are you? We are not a charitable organisation, Sirrah. If you cannot pay, you will have to take your lonely self elsewhere. Is that clear? 2 sovereigns for premium service, 1 sovereign for standard service. 50 silver and someone may touch you. Briefly.
I'm not interested.
Of course you aren't. Poverty had nothing to do with your decision, I'm sure.
I've got like 100 gold in the. You rude. Look at the gold, like a flippin'. It's just rude. That is. Racist, because she thinks I'm Felderen. Yeah. Hello.
Tell Sabina if her brat gets on her foot again, I'll drop kick him out the door.
I dunna. It's a Like an unfortunate name for a prostitute. Does anyone know this woman? I done her. I done her. I done her too. You know.
Iduna, right? Do you remember entertaining a Templar named Wilmot a few weeks ago? Or Karen?
Wilmot. Wilmot. That doesn't sound familiar.
I know he saw you frequently.
With a body like mine, men rarely have time to give me their names. They're too busy doing other things. Questions are boring. Why don't we have some real fun?
Bethany, leave the room.
Hawke, go easy on this lovely creature.
You should listen to your friend.
We have to ask her about Karen. What's your problem?
Yes, yes. But certainly there's no harm mixing a little business and pleasure.
I'm here on business. Karen. Wilmot.
Answer one of my questions first. Who told you about little old me?
It was Vivica. She showed me her books.
Ah.
That wasn't so hard, was it? So, Vivica sold me out, did she? That drab, pathetic little sewer rat. She will be dealt with. Just do one more thing for me. Draw your blade and bring it gently across your throat.
Bethany, stop her!
Let go of my brother!
How did you... Oh, shit. Spare me, Messere.
You're going to answer all my questions, and if there's even a hint of magic...
Tirani put me here, to send biddable Templar recruits to the Sanctuary. 3 Spear Alley in the Undercity. I enchanted Wilmot and Karen weeks ago. But after they left these walls, I know not what came of them. Please, let me live. It's not my fault. It was all Tirani's idea.
Alright, we're going to investigate, and then we're going to kill her.
Tell me about Tirani.
She put me up to this. She said we can recreate the ancient Imperium. That mages can rule again, not serve. She says the Templars cannot hold against us if we stand up and fight.
Dude. Severo, the Walking Wounded have come for me. Welcome, everyone.
This base of yours, how many other mages are there? Any other defenses?
People go in and out all the time. Sometimes a handful, sometimes more. There are traps. Magical traps.
You do love to
There's
see
a
it.
hidden switch
Thank
at the
you
front.
so much for the support, Edwin.
It turns them off.
What were you streaming today?
That's all I know.
Oh, we give her to the Templars? Or do we kill her herself?
The Templars are coming for you. No more of your tricks.
Next stop, the Sanctuary. And some answers.
We get any loot? We get any loot? Where is Mr. Wound? Mr. Wound? What was Headwind playing today, guys? 7 Days to Die? Minecraft. There's something else. There's another thing. I'm thinking it was the other thing. Confront the mages at their Darktown Sanctuary.
No loitering.
Be quiet. He was playing around with his desk. Gratuitous shots of his legs in shorts. Oh, building a standing desk. Like from a kit? I've really got to get one. I'm starting to notice it. Especially on some of the longer streams. Like I just get a bit stiff in the bum and on the back of the legs. I think it's just from sitting too much. And I've got no problem standing. I can probably stand for a long time, but the desk has to be the right height.
I hope we can stand against them.
Why are you down at front anyway? You go there. Oh, you're already up here. Okay, but hang on.
Get back!
Alright, you. What was that? So did the desk get built? Do we have successful craftsmanship on this?
Your mistake.
I had to go offline because to move the PC. Yeah, that's probably a problem with a with some form of furniture building thing, right? Especially if it's what you're using. A long time ago, I did I can't remember which one it was. I think it was actually part of the one I'm using now. Oh, thingy went down. Pay attention, Panz. Yeah, I did a PC building stream, and one of the problems occurred when I'm like, oh, I want to stream off it now.
Sanctuary of blood mages.
But we just did other stuff.
I hope we can stand against them.
Let me guess, Chromo made pretzels. Where's my dog? That is correct. You'll be happy to know, Chromo, you didn't miss out on any Kerbal Space Program. But if you're not here tomorrow, you will. Or you will miss out on it. Ah, simple trap. Then you will. Well, that's okay then, I guess. If you're okay with that. Oh man, come on. Camera, please.
My attack has done nothing.
Okay, give me one of these. I wonder if we can crush this. Okay, we'll crush that guy. Oh.
Take this.
Oh, is there a rage demon there? Man, I did not even think about there could be a rage demon.
What are you, afraid? Back!
He's disappeared. Come on, Spawn on the rage demon. It's not that hard. Apparently it is. Why is it that hard? Why is it so hard for everyone to attack a rage demon? There we go. Puzzle Agent was amazing, hey? Although, I don't know if you've seen the end of Puzzle Agent 2, they put in a quick time event. So all of a sudden you've got this like fast pace.
Come here, you bastard!
Out of nowhere. This is going terrible. What's going on with this event? But it's still good. It actually wasn't that hard, but because definitely part of the fact that I'd been streaming for 23 hours at this point. But it takes you by surprise, and you're like, "What am I doing?" And you can sort of see it coming. You're like, "This is going to be a live event, like a real-time event." And there's that moment of no, please no, and then it's in, and you're like, "Wow, that's poopy." All right, can I get this trap?
Trap! All set!
Okay.
Piece of cake!
And seriously, why are shades so hard to... I'm a little bit afraid, yeah. Had to do this like 5 times already. Also, why are you standing up there? Stop, everyone stop. Bethany, where are you going? Bethany's like, I'm just gonna run out here where where I can get murdered. It's like, no, Bethany. Bethany, no. No. Bad Bethany. And you've got so much pulled pork. Oh man. I love pulled pork.
To try this.
Maker, why isn't this working?
I'm not hiding.
Make it good!
It's like immune to everything. That's what shades do.
That's enough out of you!
Sad face. Bethany? No. Eric? No. Eveline? Yes. Save.
Done.
I just brushed it off. Okay, load. We're not having a brush off on my insta kill ability. That's tragic. We need to open with that one dead. It's the whole reason you take that ability, so you can kill something off at the start of combat. There you go. It's such a cluster. Now we got this guy in here as well. That's going to be a problem. Especially if he spouts off. So like 5 of them up here. Three shades and a fire demon. I don't know if the next wave's already... I think the next wave, second wave's already come. I don't think there's a third. I think it's based on the next ones if you run around. We are going to have a kill shot soon, I guess. Of course you resisted. Resist everything.
What, do you think I meant mana?
Okay. So I have to like spam right-clicking this to make these guys attack. Otherwise they do one attack and then they stop. Because for whatever reason they're going attack. Oh, I can't attack it anymore. So I won't do anything. And I think it's to do when they're like backed up against a wall. They're wanting to go somewhere, but we're in a narrow thing and they can't go forward. And they'd normally run off to try and find range to hit instead of doing their weird melee that they've got. I don't know why they've got that weird melee either. Alright, let's just kill that one. Okay. So we're down to a shade and a fire demon. I think even if we lose one person, maybe we should be okay, but you never really know. It's just such a like who did it, so it's good, yay. Which is good. So take the positive out of it, not the fact that I'm like, thank F for that, because like Jeebus, that was terrible. It just felt horrible. Yeah, thanks, Ed. I'm just looking at it going, I don't know what you'd be wanting to else to be doing that fight. Like, there's, you just get, there's shades. It's the shades, man. They're phenomenally tough. Save. I think they'd be phenomenally tough beyond reasonable. Yeah, that's it. Whereas look at that encounter was like 5 enemies, no second wave.
Get back! Come here, you bastard!
I can finish.
Now you fall! Another one?
I should have done that to that one.
How many of you got, Hawke?
I've got one!
There's a lot of guys here.
I've got a cantrip with your name on it.
Yeah, it's night and day. Make the rest of the combat, you know, look so simple, but you get some fights that, I don't know, they slip through somehow. But it makes you wonder how.
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
That should do it.
Alright.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
Careful, Hawke. She may be an abomination.
I am not some hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar.
any noble, any well-meaning meddler.
Like, the question here says, what are you doing here? You click on it, he says, why have you taken the mages? Or the Templars, or whatever. Why have you taken something? Why couldn't it just say that? Like, I get these ones, kind of, but...
If you turn yourself in now, the Templars may spare your life.
I think they did a very
The Templars.
poor job at the
We will destroy their entire pathetic order.
Some of
If
them
a few more
especially.
Templars fall to the demons, we concede chaos in their ranks. How many abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Tell me where Karen is.
The experiments need so much fuel, you see. So many living vessels are found wanting. Useless vessels
There's
can
a lot of
still
games that
feed
do
the
that
compost
too.
heap. So it's not a complete waste.
I mean, the best example we had earlier was when he spoke to the lady in the brothel, and one of the options are, something about, are you one of the girls? And like, it's like he did it the complete opposite way of what I thought he would.
The demons are
It was
using
funny,
you.
made for a moment.
Fight them.
In days of old, the Tevinter Imperium spanned the known world. Demons were their allies, held in check by power and knowledge. With a wave of a hand, I could do more than a Templar can achieve in a lifetime. Yet they command us. Absurd. We should be ruling them. We should rule you all. Kill the vessels only if you must.
One of the best ones was we were talking to one of the guys, and he was one of the options was you're a monster. Very accusatory, I thought. And I'm like, oh, I want to take that one because I want to tell him like we're not happy with what he's doing. We don't want to say yeah we were okay with it or anything. Tell him you're a monster. And Hawke turns around and goes, oh, I'm going to slit your throat myself or something like that. And I'm like, that is not what it said on the on the option. Boss lady dead. So that'll help, not having whatever she does happening. Demon there at the back.
This isn't working.
Like, there's boss down, right? I think that sort of really shows how where games need a lot more balance and stuff. And Dragon Age has been fine. It's a one-off, but it happens in a lot of games where we just saw the sequence of events where the first fight near the entrance took forever. Way too many attempts required, and so many pulls where we go into combat and we're just dead off the shoot, right? Or combat gets underway and then bam, 2 people are dead, and it's like, what are we doing? They've spawned even more. And then we finally get the fight that was just awkward and uncomfortable and not fun and kind of makes you think, go, man, is it going to keep going like this? And then we just come through and just smash everything else, including the boss fight. Made the boss fight look trivial. That was the boss fight, where the boss was a 20 shades and a inferno demon. It's just sort of silly. Unless it's Karen right now, but... Speaking of Mass Effect, I don't know if you were one of the people that told me, but only recently found out Mass Effect's getting remade. It's like a remastered trilogy.
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me. But is it only Karen? It could be Karen +1. A very nasty +1 at that. The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
If I was earlier on, as in earlier on in the game. Yeah, I'm pretty slow at learning stuff, so I'd probably agree with that. But we're pretty far in the game in the series, so yeah. A little bit past learning stuff.
Bethany, can you tell if there's a demon in him?
Sorry. As it happens, I've tried to avoid learning much about demons. That kind of knowledge is frowned on in an apostate.
If there's even the slightest chance you're possessed, the Templars need to know.
No, I'm me, I swear. Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
Cullen needs to hear about this mess.
Yeah, we're not gonna let him go. We're dubbing him in. And he's gonna be unhappy. And I don't care.
Never knew humans could be this poor.
I guess down here we're all equal.
Gallows courtyard, okay. Well, it's good to have that one behind us.
Blood mages have infiltrated your ranks. They've been implanting your recruits with demons.
Sweet blood of Andraste.
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
Tirane was crazy. Magic didn't make her that way.
True, not every mage gives in to temptation, but none are ever free of it. At any time, any mage could become a monster, from the lowest apprentice to the most seasoned enchanters. Mages cannot be treated like people. They are not like you and me.
Surely that's a little harsh.
Maybe we shouldn't be arguing with the nice Templar. Smile and nod. Smile and nod.
They are weapons. They have the power to light a city on fire in a fit of pique.
There's fault on both sides. We must find a way to live in peace.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps mages need better education as to why the Chantry functions as it does. Perhaps they would not go against the will of Andraste herself. I will look into it. For now, Karen, unless it is proven you are free of demons, I must strip you of your commission immediately.
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
He deserves mercy. What happened wasn't his fault.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position, or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
Well, they need to test him. Like, the options are crap here. It's like, just go test him. And it turns out if he is a demon, we get to fight him later, so
Karen did nothing wrong. You can't strip his livelihood on the off chance Tirane succeeded.
Please, Knight Captain. I'll prove I'm loyal. Ask me anything.
My brother's a good man, sir. He would never succumb to a demon.
It's got nothing about being good,
Perhaps
though, right?
it is best to keep our enemies close. We can watch him far better here than in the city. So be it.
Yeah, that's a
If
good
he has
option.
shown no sign of demonic possession in 10 years' time, Karen will become eligible for full knighthood.
Thank you, Sirrah.
And if he
Again.
starts going,
But without a
I'll
full
cut his head
knighthood,
off.
Karen's pay is so small. I do not know if I can reward you as you deserve.
I will handle that, miss. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
Our Varric friendship must be getting... No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Apparently it takes a while to become friends with anyone. Death of a Templar. How appropriate.
The best armor coin can...
Okay, let's get rid of some stuff. Wait. I think I just sold something I didn't want to. Maybe not. Okay, no, fine. Plus attributes one is... It's not a good item. Especially compared to some of the other ones, but it means I won't have enough decks for some things, so I'm kind of locked into keeping it for now. That's right. Hold on, let's go. That can go... It's a 21 attack ring. 19 attack? 8 mana stamina. Probably not. Plus 3% is probably worth more, yeah. What's his face got? Oh, he can have those. It's looking... Oh, junk. One of the things I wish if you could, comparing against Varric, like if we could have him up here and just sell his items directly and then put these ones on him from like a single window pane, make things so much easier. Grimoire of the Apprentice. I don't know when we picked that up. Must have been during that thing. Low tower. Half finished, half reason, and likely drop down a sewer in exact a way a self-important fool might react if a Templar looked in his general direction. Bonwald is doodled inside along with... Okay, so it's his thing. We'll probably just have to give it to him. And then we have Act of Mercy. Low town. We're running out of, finally running out of quests in Act 1.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Where did you get this? It's just what I need.
Where did you get this? I threw it away so I wouldn't be caught with it. Okay. Act of mercy, here we come. Dragonlings. Okay, let's go.
What are you, afraid?
Please, Bianca can handle this herself.
I can finish it.
It's not doing anything!
I always wanted to try this.
Somebody order a shot in the face? It's not doing anything!
I wonder if I can...
Bianca, you think that was...
We can't be stunned. So she just gets to, like, go to town on these guys. Love it.
I've got a cantrip. You're next.
It's not doing anything!
Let's do this again sometime.
Yeah, it's doing all the things. Yeah.
Useless! It's not doing anything! Useless! Line them up for me. I'll take them down.
Let's go left. Oh, far left. I think we want to go up around that one. Want all the kills, all the loots. Oh man. All the dead ends. All the pile of bones. All the piles of bones. There you go, worth. Totes worth. I still haven't watched the release trailer for the next Path of Exile patch. I gotta do that. I've been told it's pretty good. And then gotta pick a build. I'm excited. I've it wasn't for the fact that I've got so much else on, I'd be really, really excited, because I just like it when it comes around. It's so good to get back into it and go for another spin. And then, yeah, then to stop. Then to go back into it. Thrask. That name sounds familiar.
Master Hawke, Ariane tells me you sought a better path than the Circle for her son, Feynriel. I thought perhaps you would be willing to show mages a kindness once more.
Who are you again?
Do I know you?
I am Sir Thrask, of the Templars. I know from the compassion with which you treated Feynriel that you are someone who cares for the fate of apostate mages.
Can I get the details before I agree?
There are a number of apostates hiding in those caverns.
And you've allowed this?
I was hoping you might speak to the group. Convince them to surrender peacefully before my fellow Templars arrive.
Who are these apostates? Where did they come from?
These are the mages of the former Circle at Starkhaven. It burned to the ground, and their Templars sent for us to relocate the survivors. Unfortunately, they escaped on the journey. With their phylacteries burned, it has been nearly impossible to track them.
What's a phylactery?
When a mage joins the Circle, the first enchanter takes a sample of his blood. It is used as a focus to track the mage should he escape.
Do the other Templars intend to do worse than recapture the mages?
Sir Karas is a Knight Lieutenant of the Templars, a great crony of Meredith. Should he find apostates hiding from pursuit, Meredith will consider him justified in murdering the lot of them.
He sounds a bit,
Who's Meredith?
You have clearly not been in Kirkwall long. Meredith is Knight Commander. She has changed the rules for mages in Kirkwall. They are less free than elsewhere. Though I dare say she has created as much dissent as obedience.
I'm gonna enjoy a nice cold Dr. Pepper. Oh, so good. Treat myself. Oh, where were we? Yeah, I mean, we will help.
I would not like to see this become a massacre.
Thank you. Your compassion does you credit.
She's like, but I want to see it become a massacre. Mages are squishy.
Templars on sight. You have a better chance than I to convince them they are better off alive in the Circle than free and dead. Sir Karas hunts them as well.
Dead free.
If they have not surrendered by the time he arrives, this will be a bloodbath.
Okay, so the only question is there more loot this way? It seems not. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit better each league, but I'm not trying to. I've been dropping out as soon as I get to the point where I push myself a little bit when I get stuck, but and try to learn a little bit, but I find when I get to that point where I'm really sort of pushing my head against the wall, it's better just to bow out of the league and use the next league as a, okay, this is time to come back and have another go at it. And because they bring out the, oh man, this guy obviously doesn't want to give up. And because the regularity that they bring out the leagues, it sort of, you know, does the timing for me. Which is really cool, because I can be like, alright, yeah, I'll, you know, I've had a bit of a break, time to learn some more, play some more, have a bit more practice. Play some other games in the meantime, like, I have played some other games in the meantime, so... I think I can do this without Hawke. Okay, not without both of them. Mage is tough. Mage is gonna mage. The difference on if you win or lose this fight is if you kill that mage or not. Nothing else matters.
Stand back.
We killed the mage, we win the fight.
Get back!
And the rest of the fight won't even be close.
Blood magic? Only one way out for these mages now.
Where is there anything? That was a strange one. There was like no mage, no anything else, no second wave. There's a straight up 3 enemies, 3 down, dead, done, fight. Doesn't happen often. Oh, that's so good.
you fall! Have at it! Bianca, you think...
Nice work.
Maker's blessing. I thought I was going to die down here in this tomb. Are you with the Templars? Please, I need to go back to the Circle. I never wanted to get involved in this. Not when he started making those things.
He?
Who is he?
Decimus. It was his decision. He kept saying the Templars would label us blood mages if we fled. Why not use it if it's our best tool? He slit his wrist, and the magic... It rose from the blood and woke the skeletons in the cave.
Was it Maximus Decimus?
I ran.
Meridius?
Decimus is wrong. Blood magic is a work of evil, not just a power the Templars keep from us for spite.
Tell me about Decimus.
Decimus is the leader of these mages.
He's crazy. He said with our phylacteries gone, no one could find us. We would be free. I think maybe he set the fire. There must be a demon working through him. No normal man would profane the dead like this.
The Templar Thrask is waiting outside. Surrender to him and you won't be hurt.
I surrender. Take me to the Templars. I
We
don't
just
want
told you where
anything
he
to do
is.
with this blood magic. The rest of them, they're still following Decimus. He's gone mad. I think he'd kill us all just to take the Templars down.
Okay. This is something too that I think I'm surprised because the level of polish in the game is very high, and I kind of understand why they've got this. So we've got a template map, but instead of populating the whole, like instead of having to do the entire map every time you do one of these, right? Because you recognize the rooms because it's the same sort of setup. They block off some of the doorways, like this, but they keep it on the mini map. I think a better option here would be if you're going to block off a doorway, just close it off there on the mini-map. Unless it opens later, but none of them do. It's just a way of... so you don't do the 100% of all the map every time. Yeah, there's a small amount of maps and they've recycled some, but they've found a way to put slight variation in parts of them which you play, which is cool, right? It's especially for the time, the day and age that it came out, right? Where a lot of procedural map making patterns hadn't sort of been developed as well. Like back then, things were either completely procedurally made, and only this sort of format of sort of having tile sets. Like big tile sets that were able to you could interchange them because you put the door in the same spot on each tile type of thing was starting to be developed, right? Yes, size constraints weren't as much of a thing. Like this room in particular, you recognize rooms like this, or in any other game you play. Warframe is a good example of it, where you recognize certain sections and specific rooms that get used.
They're here! The Templars have come to take us back to the Circle!
Decimus, no! Stay your hand. These are no Templars.
What do I care what shield they carry? If they challenge us, the dead themselves will meet the call.
Okay, Decimus. And boss dead. It's so good. Alright, let's clean up down here.
Blood! You'll have to be faster.
Run while you can! No.
That was the beauty of the shot!
I always wanted to try this.
Ah! Piece of cake!
You killed him! Oh, Decimus. You should have listened to me, love.
Yeah, Dead Cells. That's why Spelunky's a really good one for that.
But you wear no mark of the Circle. How is it you side against your own?
That man was a blood mage. I don't have to be part of the Circle to know that is wrong.
Decimus gave us the courage to face the Templars. Without him, we would be prisoners still.
He obviously meant a lot to you.
He was our future. Until he came, we never thought to fight back. I told Decimus he was going too far, but he said it was the only way to protect us. To protect me.
She won't admit it, but it's obvious she's just as corrupted.
I swear to you, I have had no truck with demons. Please, we only want our freedom. Without your help, the Templars will execute us all for Decimus's crimes.
If not in the Circle, how do you intend to live?
I hear there are places outside the Free Marches where the Templars are not so vigilant.
What do you ask of me?
There is a Templar who followed us. You must have met him when you entered. Kill him, and we can get clear of Kirkwall before the Templars send more men.
I would not see these mages killed. But if we start murdering Templars, we'll draw their fury down on us.
They would have us kill a man for doing the just work of a Templar.
Will you buy us time to flee Kirkwall?
I will not.
Thrask is a good man. It is no more right for him to die than you.
Then lay down your arms. I am trying to save our lives, not throw them away. We will come with you.
I'll make sure the way out is clear.
Oh, we've got 10 friendship with Aveline. I would have preferred 10 hatred with her, but, you know. Looks like we might actually get her friendship. She's getting close. We got a level up, though. More relentless strikes or a bigger assassinate. Assassinate to become annihilate. Assassinate now inflict. So there's a... Annihilate doesn't sound worse than assassinate. Like, assassinate sounds like the worst you can get, but because game mechanics, right? And 10-second cooldown, okay. Inflicts a critical hit damage against enemies who would otherwise be immune. Even more devastating against brittle. Yeah, I mean... Cutting up.
All set.
This room is cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. There's one of these doors. It's cut off the entire... that section over there. But it's still loaded in. I wonder how that would have been on systems back in the day. maybe it didn't load in. Maybe the static minimap not. Look at all the corpses. Now that's...
Decimus was truly ready for a siege.
Assassinate and kills you, annihilate, destroys your corporeal being when you get a race that removes you from the timeline. Nice.
Take this.
Oh wait. The stun skeletons.
Make it good.
Unstunnable Aveline is amazing. When you just kick that miasmic flask up there. As far as a balance thing too, like having the tank get stunned by your stun flask and stuff just sucked, right? But because there's a spec that you can take with her that makes her unstunnable, I think that's a really cool balance, because now if you're trying to create a tank that's not really that strong a tank but huge damage, and your plan is we'll just stun enemies and we'll have a huge damage unit that can take a bit of a beating, having them get stunned is fair, because it sort of balances a bit of cheese action, and I think it's really, really cool how it's worked out. Don't really care about that being less slow yet. It's a good point dump at some stage. I don't think we want bravery. Maybe we do it. I mean, she gets more attack per enemy and more crit. But it's more threat generation. But I think we want more defensive stuff first. Or I want to get like deep reserves for her for the stamina regeneration. I think we do. Like that's passive. Let's take that. Because then she won't have to use things as often. Where are we going with Aveline? Like, she's got all the stuff we want. We need another better tree for her. I mean, elemental weapons. She never has mana issues, so I think elemental weapons is fine, or maybe even paralyzing prison. So, this is the one we haven't got it yet. But I was wondering if maybe the shades were immune because of this. Like, elemental damage bonus based on the staff type for all party members. So we do that elemental damage. But it's not a damage bonus. Maybe even dispel magic. I don't want any DPS. I want more healing or protection stuff. Can go more CC. Just upgrade paralyzing prism. Okay, so that's a heal. Okay. Mage interrupts any spellcasting, removes hostile magic from effects from the party, and disables sustained magical abilities from enemies across an area on the battlefield. Dispel magic now inflicts spirit damage against any enemy using sustained spell, and heals any party member from whom harmful effects are dispelled. Okay, so an extra heal's good. So that will be an extra heal at some point. I like that. Oh, if it removed immunity, that'd be good. It does sound a little overpowered, but removing immunity. But having immunity sounds overpowered to start with, right? But I like the upgraded version where, yeah, you can get a heal out of it. Because usually if someone on our team's is being affected by a channel spell or something that's holding them in place or whatever, they've probably taken damage. So getting a heal out of it's pretty good. Yeah, get annihilated, idiot.
Let's do this. Better luck in the next one.
He's so good. Oh, Varric.
Are you saying there isn't anyone inside? Then where did that apprentice come from?
I followed the tracks from the caravan site, but the boy says the others already left.
Don't lie, Thrask. I know you're soft on the robes. I followed the same tracks and... What do we have here?
Mage has surrendered.
The Blood Mage is dead. These mages willingly return to the Circle.
The Circle? As if we would let these demon worshippers pollute the minds of our mages. No. Once they've tasted freedom, apostates are good for nothing. Better to silence them now.
No! And you wonder why we fear them? Please, you must protect us.
They deserve a trial.
They're mages. They ran. Done.
The Circle is a sanctuary, not a prison. If you kill these people, I will see you disciplined by the Divine herself.
Knight Commander says no rebel robes get to preach to the tame ones.
Are you truly going to send us off with this monster?
The Circle is still safer than life on the run. Thrask will make sure no one hurts you.
Then we truly have no hope. You seem a decent man, Templar. I must place the lives of all these people in your hands.
Don't count on him being around long enough to help you, Sunshine.
I will do all I can. I swear you this.
Wait, the Deep Roads updated? I guess because it's the only one left. Okay. Keep going to jump around. Oh, no, we're on the wrong way. Yeah, jumping doesn't work quite as well here. Sad. Go that one. I have a feeling that the Deep Roads quest is a lengthy one.